if God could change her. There goes the woman with the wounded soul, crying, begging, pleading for her own warmth and not the brutal cold. She walks and she walks, wanting to run behind a door so she won't have to put up with her own faults. Fear is eating her alive, leaving her dead inside, lifeless and dry. She has placed her hands together, gotten on her knees, and hoped and prayed that God could change her, so that there will never be a day where she would want to take her own life away and feel the pain of 1,000 needles. Oh, if only God could change her. Through the years she has carried the weight of her tears, making sure that her chains wouldn't leave her behind, but she knew they were still weighing her down, and she was not like any of her peers. Scared to take risks, scared to wander from her comfort zone. Scared of people who have done nothing to her as her body language has shown. Oh, if only God could change her. As she's gotten older, she has tried her best to seek help and make progress. Take pills, talk, just finally talk about what's been going on in her head. Biting at her nails, trying to steady her breath. All she wants is to be unapologetically her. And impress, not regret. Oh, if only God could change her. What's more is that she has locked up her doors, knowing that she's been slipping and kicking herself for the lack of effort and the lack of any kind of score that would mold her into someone she could someday, one day, adore. Her reflection never gave her the impression that she was pretty enough, woman enough, loving enough, smart enough, but most of all, good enough. Because her reflection would only show signs of deflection and rejection, all thanks to the trauma in her mind. A silently painful existence with scars marked across who she could have been if only she could go back in time. Now, as she watches her present life, with more worries, more hurries, more lefts and more rights, she is blessed with the tender, caring, loving, and gentle embrace from the man she believes is her Mr. Right. And despite the monsters that hide beneath the surface, and the voices that strangle her with devastation, she continues to seek refuge in her loved ones. But as the story goes, they cannot be the ones to cure her woes. Because the person who wakes up in the mornings and puts her head to sleep at night is the only person who can battle and win this fight. And although the treacherous terror and the ominous lullabies she sings to herself may keep her in a slow pace, she knows that one day, at some point before the end, she will have conquered her fear and won the race.